16th Panzer division added in the very first of the Nemesis DLCs here. So, offered free by Eugen very kindly. So, in this series here, if you guys don't already know, I'm going to go over the division, go over its different components, and how I believe it can be most effectively utilized in the battlefield so you can get the best results out of the units that you put in. So, today we're going to be going kind of on the far left here. Obviously, a standout feature of this group is its King Tigers, which are the best tank in the game. There's always a question, I feel, whenever you look at this division, as to which is the most effective between the 16th here and the 21st, which is the other with King Tigers. In my opinion, the 21st is probably the best offensive weapon, because it has much more heavy AA. But this division is unique that it has these mobile 37 mils, which can track with an armored moving force a little bit better than an 88 can. These things can kind of dodge enemy fire and move, whereas if you try to put 88s out, they would get mortared incessantly. So these are a little bit better for that situation, which is why I'm using them here. Although most of the time I would recommend the 21st Panzer, because there's really no reason to have this much heavy armor. But those are going to come down in the B phase. I do really like the accompanying Tiger tanks that come with this division as well. They're extremely effective units. And as you can see, this division does not have much to bring out in the A phase, and so we are just going to have a couple of units brought out here to help us prepare the field so that in our B phase we can bring out some very powerful striking groups. It's good at having this like recon here, for example, so that the tanks that come later will be able to see, even if like they have a escorting recon tank that's knocked out. This division does have good recon vehicles in multiple forms here. We have a autocannon here, regular like light tank type gun, kind of like a Strubel type gun, and then of course the standard reconnaissance Panzer IV-J. So during this phase, and interestingly, this division does not have any infantry commanders. It only has its support there. So we're going to let our allies develop the ground a little bit. And we'll kind of see what develops. I think that we might bring out a small little force there to start harassing the enemy lines, maybe. But really not too much here in this A phase. We'll let our allies take care of this. Obviously, for a tank division, for a division that's heavy in tanks, open ground is the best suited terrain for it, whereas this is a more closed environment, so you'll always want to be deploying your 16th Panzer out in this region here. And these guys are the artillery observers. I do use them instead of the normal recon because they do come with radios. Well, the Aufklärer do not come with radios, so they are just naturally the most effective unit here. And I am tempted actually to help establish control of this ridge here, just so that we can get our flank secured, because having anti-tank guns here firing out into your flank can really constrict an operation like this, so it's good to get that secured a little earlier.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant? Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt.
We're gonna pull these guys back, because there's no reason to face BA-10s. Well, you have a KT that would help you.
Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt. Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Really no reason to risk it.
Ziel zerstört. Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant?
We can use these. These are interesting because they don't have tracks. They just have regular wheels, so they're faster than most tracked vehicles. So they can push and pull back and forth fairly effectively. Look at some light AA out here. Some more here, although this is some distance away. I really don't want them getting targeted by enemy flag. Yeah, pushing that hill is always a little bit tricky. Fortunately, these guys use up their heat shells. They do not have a lot of penetration. I mean, their AP is only 55 mil. So this is the only even slightly respectable gun on it. So we'll want to save that. until they encounter an actual tank. Unfortunately, they kind of wasted those shells on the BA-10s.
Wie lautet Ihr Befehl, Hauptmann? Taxi, dort müssen wir hin. Jawohl.
And it's good, at least with this division, the way I've configured it. I would like to have a lot of units floating at the moment. A lot of points, that is.
Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt? Bewegung! Abstände vergrößern! Landsat zur Stelle!
These guys can probably move to this patch of woods here, these pioneers. Some good forward recon this guy has. And you don't see this deployed a lot. It's kind of heavy AA. The Russian equivalent of the 88, essentially. I'll send these guys to patrol here, and then patrol back this way, so that they'll always be a little bit on the move, somewhat protected from enemy fire. We have these flags here, which is good. This one, which is the important one for us. And then we have these, which are all almost within our reach, frankly. They're moving up the KT here.
Was können wir für Sie tun?
So I'll move up my lighter vehicles to support him and provide some supplementary fire.
Von hier aus hat man eine tolle Aussicht.
There's really no reason at the moment to deploy this, because it'll just get panicked by that AA before it gets anywhere close. You guys better hope that AA is going to be adequate there.
Geschütz überprüft und einsatzbereit.
I don't think it's going to work out for you, buddy.
Verstanden.
Well, it's just good luck that they had an 88 here.
Ruhe, herhören.
That's some very, very direct mortar fire right there. That's all I'm going to say. That's a little bit odd. So I'll move it back down,
Überprüft Waffen und Munition.
out of the way of all that nonsense.
Bei erkanntem Feind, Feuer frei.
Yeah, this guy is seeing the wisdom of bringing up more AA. It's fortunate that his Tiger survived that. It's pointing the wrong way, which is pretty dangerous for him, frankly.
Ruhe, herhören.
Yeah, the only real counter to the KT is aircraft, so we're expecting to see a lot of them make an appearance. Especially in the later stages when people's cards come out and they have more with those.
Spähtrupp bereit.
Since the enemy fire is focusing on this KT, these guys can come in and start to get some, like, I'll call them sneaky shots at.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Because the enemy won't target these much lighter vehicles unless they do it manually.
Jawohl, wird gemacht.
Almost always, these guys are free to open fire and help suppress these enemy positions. Awesome. Good kill there. It's important to remember these guys can't really survive on their own, frankly.
Kommandant. Die Munition ist aus.
I mean, with that 55mm penetration they're getting,
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
they're only existing to help stress targets out, make that KT's job a little easier.
Vorwärts, Männer, aber schießt erst auf mein
I
Kommando.
think we can try to get some guys up here now.
Die Gruppe erwartet Ihre
A
Befehle.
lot of mortar fire here.
Bewegung, Abstände vergrößern.
We need to get some more pioneers for this area.
Ja, Hauptmann. Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt. Ja, Hauptmann. Knallt sie ab. Bei erkanntem Feind, Feuer frei. Ziel zerstört.
Spähtrupp bereit.
Gotta help with that close range fire support. There we go.
Indianer auf 3 Uhr Oberhalb.
Wollen Sie mitfahren? Schneller geht's nicht.
Oh, we want these to push up independently.
Jawohl, Kommandant.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of AA now. We're in a fairly good spot
Wo werden wir
when it comes to
gebraucht?
that, thanks to these guys' 88s.
Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
Although I do worry you would agree how well it's going to hold up when the enemy starts bringing in heavier artillery and more.
Waffen und Munition.
Man, you guys never brought in your grenades. That's unfortunate. It's rare to see this vehicle used here. That's interesting.
Was können wir für Sie tun?
Yeah, these guys are almost at AP rounds now as well. Look at that.
Absitzen, sofort. Aufgepasst, Männer, es geht los.
We're in a good spot here to start pushing up again even harder soon. This time runs out, we'll start fielding our own heavy armor and push right through here on this far left flank.
Wie lautet Ihr Befehl, Hauptmann? Feuer und Bewegung.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren,
Looks like
Kommandant?
they've reverted to infantry here for our tanks to just pound away at. We'll move another element of, a new element of 2 Panzer IVs into position here to provide fire support. That's the sound that I was waiting to hear. So we'll get a King Tiger. We'll want a recon tank to accompany it here. And then 2 anti-air trucks as well.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Real almost luck there. It's always tricky driving those planes away.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
So I'll have these guys push right up this far left road here into the town.
Sanitäter! Der ist hinüber.
I also want something with
Wir müssen hier raus!
Stehen bereit.
I also want something with anti-tank capability here as well.
Zieh den Arsch an, Hans. Stehen bereit.
We might need a tank up there because these guys are being very
Wir werden beschossen!
persistent.
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Sadly,
Es hat
the KT
Unteroffizier
is
Bein
down
erwischt.
Jawohl, Kommandant.
on this hill.
Wir wurden aufgeklärt.
Not sure if that's an AFK player or he's just like assembling for an attack, but that needs to be hit as soon as possible. We'll get a leader tank too to supplement the Tiger, or the King
Wie
Tiger.
lauten Ihre Befehle?
Leader a little bit, fire a little faster and just be more effective in general.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Let's push up this infantry here.
Was können wir für Sie tun? Hauptmann, Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt.
Marsch, Marsch!
However you guys do it, just get over there. Some smoke, we're gonna have a mass infantry attack you're developing.
Gruppe erwartet Ihre Befehle.
Yep, here it comes. We don't have any anti-tank here at the moment, which is what's needed to stop this. This guy must have been saving up his points for quite a while to have this happen. In fact, it's too late for these guys. These guys need to probably pull back, frankly.
Zieh den Arsch an, Hans.
Befehle, Kommandant?
We should pour all the fire we can in
Zieh den Arsch
the
an,
air. If
Hans.
I can get one of these over the target, it'll take care of a lot of the problem.
Jawohl.
A lot of them looks like a short-range infantry here. Interestingly enough, good for us. A lot of them are very small support squads. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's perfect. That's perfect. Just brutal, man. Yikes.
Wir müssen hier raus! Den Feind hat's zerlegt.
I feel bad.
Den Feind hat's zerlegt.
I feel bad for this player, man.
Marschbereitschaft hergestellt.
Move the King Tiger here.
Aufspüren und vernichten.
This recon tank here.
Verstanden.
And then we'll spread out the mobile
Klasse,
wagons.
Ziel zerstört.
Zieh den Arsch an, Hans. Überprüft Waffen und Munition.
Verstanden.
Let's pull them back so they can escape.
Es hat mich erwischt.
We'll have a bomber come in and take care of the rest of those infantry. I have kind of assumed some level of responsibility, I think, for this flank, so... This is somebody to take care of in my periphery.
Rabe 4. Warte auf Einsatzbefehl.
Ah, es hat mich erwischt.
Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorst.
Lanze zur Stelle.
This man's AA was caught lacking for sure.
Sanitäter!
Ich hau ab.
Just escaped. Just escaped.
Wo werden wir gebraucht? Breiter Aufwand.
Den Feind hat's zerlegt. Vorwärts, Männer, aber seid schussbereit. Achtung!
Probably gonna want a KT here myself, I think, to help deal with this problem.
Bestätigt, Kommandant. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
Right now, I think, though, I'm just sending in mostly infantry.
Rot 6, kampfbereit.
Wir können nicht mehr.
I want to start setting up a flank defense here and cut the spawn as soon as possible.
Gute Arbeit, Richtschütze.
Kila Shots is having a little bit of a hard
Wir können
time,
nicht mehr.
it seems.
Halt! Flak führt Stellungswechsel durch.
Was sind Ihre Befehle? Zu Befehl. Von hier aus hat man eine tolle
You know,
Aussicht.
this thing actually wouldn't have been bad here. It does have 2 napalm bombs. It wouldn't have been too bad to use here.
Hat jemand ein Taxi bestellt?
Sanitäter!
Fahrer, zurück, zurück! Vorwärts, Marsch!
Verstanden. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
There you go, now it's machine guns at range. We'll have you sit down and just pour fire in as much as you can. This guy could just straight up run out of ammunition there.
Höre Sie klar und deutlich. Angriff! Der Sieg liebt die Sorgfalt.
Arsch an Hand.
Fahrzeug bereit, Hauptmann.
This is a unique strategy I'm seeing for sure. There's no doubt. I have not seen this before.
Ohne uns wären sie blind. Von hier aus hat man eine tolle Aussicht.
I think a unique problem calls for unique solutions.
Aufklärer zu ihren Diensten.
Zieh den Arsch an Hand.
Unique problems
Wie lauten Ihre
call for
Befehle?
unique solutions.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
I've never had to do this before, ever.
Verstanden. Auf erkannten Feind Feuererlaubnis.
Never seen this happen before.
Und Eintreffer. Aufklärer zu ihren Diensten. Bereit für den Transport. Schneller geht's nicht. Marschbereitschaft hergestellt. Wir stehen und alle schon.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Looks like I lost a Tiger
Und
leader.
weg. Kampfbereit.
We're gonna get this guy into close range with these heavy enemy tanks. One of them just got knocked out
Gute Arbeit, Richtschütze.
by the 85 mil.
Aber verschossen, keine Munition. Deutsche Kompanie bereit. Abmarsch und erhöhte Aufmerksamkeit.
Halte Ausschau nach feindlichen Flugzeugen.
Volltreffer! Sie ist zerstört!
This has definitely made me abandon my attack over there in that sector.
Höre Sie gut. Wir wurden aufgeklärt.
We got that tank though, so that's good
Jawohl,
news.
Hauptmann. Wir wurden aufgeklärt.
Bereit, Herr Kommandant.
Volltreffer! Sie ist zerstört!
This guy definitely does need more support, that King Tiger though.
Es hat uns auf den Stein erwischt. Deutsche Kompanie bereit.
Er ist hinüber.
Scheiße! Das war knapp!
Haha, das hat gesessen.
We have this bomber
Ihre
available.
Befehle.
Sadly, the recon cannot make guys surrender, or else that would be beautiful what that's happening right there. This guy better retreat, I'm about to bomb it.
Hören Sie klar und deutlich. Kehren zurück zum Fliegerhorn. Wir stehen unter Beschuss!
This guy better run.
Volltreffer! Sie ist zerstört!
Bleibt in Deckung!
Volltreffer! Sie ist zerstört! Aber verschossen, keine Munition mehr, drehe ab! Achtung! Was sind Ihre Befehle?
Looks like we have a large flank attack developing here.
Schwarze! Gute Arbeit, Richtschütze!
That is unfortunate.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant? Es hat Unteroffizier Stein erwischt.
Vorsicht! Dieses Flugzeug hält nicht viel aus! Jawohl, Herr Kommandant!
Haha, das hat gesessen. Wir wurden aufgeklärt. Was können wir für Sie tun?
Well,
Gute Arbeit, Richtschütze!
this is a fun game for sure. I have not seen this kind of game develop
Lanzer zur Stelle.
ever, I don't think. Very unique.
Zu Befehl! Volltreffer! Sie ist zerstört!
We need to get some support up for that KT.
Ich habe hier das Kommando.
Verstanden! Aufspüren und vernichten!
Was los?
Aufklärer, zu Ihren Diensten.
Товарищ, не стреляй!
Aufklärer, zu Ihren Diensten.
Retreat. Oh man, you're so bad. Run, boy.
Es hat Unteroffizier Stein
Run,
erwischt.
boy.
Verstanden. Passt auf euch auf, Kameraden. Wir stehen unter Beschuss.
That was close.
Ich hab ihn.
That was close. Looks like we're kind of softening up their flank here with these tanks.
Marschbereitschaft hergestellt.
Товарищ,
Oh
не
my
стреляй!
god, that was awful.
Grundstelle, greife jetzt nach.
Ha! Yikes. Prostrate yourself before the King Tiger, man.
Munition ist aus.
Bodenstelle, was steht auf dem Plan?
I think we have to have him evacuate.
Rückwärts, rückwärts, rückwärts!
Let's see, the rest of the front's looking pretty good. That's a little bit of a bottleneck there. If only there was a little bit more pressure in this area, that'd be good, but I'm kind of sacrificing that to destroy the enemy here. It looks like we lost our King Tiger in the area.
Spähtrupp bereit.
Oh, that's a brutal counter right there for sure. And who knew that a SDKFC 250-110 could like pump out so many shells? This guy has just been an MVP here. Just pumping out rounds this whole game, knocking out tanks and infantry. Sad to see him go.
Товарищ, не стреляй!
Speer zur Stelle.
One more round, this guy's out of ammo.
Indianer voraus, bereit für den Angriff.
Yep, he's gone.
Wir wurden getroffen! Wahre Gefechtsgeschwindigkeit.
Fortunately, we have these guys coming up.
Bereit zum
I hate
Feuer,
losing the
Kommandant.
mobile wagons because they are some of the best units
Absitzen, sofort.
Feuer und Bewegung.
that are available in terms of mobile, effective AA defense.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
So it sucks to only have a couple left now. Now, funnily enough, now that we rule the air, we are resorting to using our own anti-tank planes to deal with the enemy. Similar situation here to the beginning of the game, where this guy's attracting most of the fire, I think, and these guys could hopefully sneak up and do more damage
Rot 6,
behind.
kampfbereit.
Die Gruppe erwartet ihre Befehle.
Although, no, these guys are engaging directly with
Scheiße, das war knapp.
the Soviets there.
Ob stürmt oder schneit. Angriffsformation, sammeln! Bleibt in Deckung! Jawohl, Hauptmann. Kehrt.
Fall back! Get the hell out of there!
Köpfe runter!
Yikes.
Ja, bereit. Hören Sie klar und deutlich.
Let's get some recon up here again. Some anti-tank as well. We want to kind of stabilize this front. Set in a semi-permanent
Der
fashion,
Sieg liebt die Sorgfalt.
if at all possible.
Bereit, Herr Hauptmann.
Yes, kill the enemy heavy AA.
Ah, es hat mich erwischt.
That's perfect. I love seeing that.
Volle Schwanze! Marschpause! Angriff!
Haha, das hat gesessen.
Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
Der ist hinüber.
Ob stürmt oder schneit. Wie Feind, wie leer. Was sind Ihre Befehle? Siegpunkt erreicht. Raus mit euch.
Überprüft Waffen und Munition.
Verdammt,
Warten auf Luft- oder Bodenziele.
Scheiße, das war knapp.
Whoever put this recon here is goated. Absolutely.
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant. Zurück! Und zwar langsam! Hoch auf dem gelben Wagen. Ich höre. Taxi bereit.
Verstanden.
Wir wurden getroffen! Ich befolge nur Befehle.
Guter Schuss.
And that's it. That's game right there. Just a short 28-minute game. Let's look at our thing here. So we're at 2690 to 111.10. So a good showing here, definitely, on the part of the 16th Panzer. As you kind of saw, we let our kind of KTs take the brunt of the fighting. And other people's KTs, when you have lighter vehicles, make sure to park those, like those SPWs, those recon vehicles, which are just great vehicles, behind the enemy KT. Let them draw in the fire, and then engage from there. And support your ally. Make sure to bring AA for sure. As you saw, like those mobile wagons that I had definitely provided a good AA screen. Probably should have microed them a little bit more to effectively let them shoot down enemy aircraft. While getting out of the way of mortar fire, we did get kind of pushed back there at the end. But as you saw in the whole, I mean, we knocked out, a lot of enemy vehicles here, and infantry. So you can see this SPW, a little 35-point vehicle, just did absolute work, thanks to the way that we deployed it. This 20 mil, don't expect results like this all the time. This is just because they rushed me with infantry. Panzer IV took out an IS-2. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's very interesting. Of course, this guy. Our mobile wagons are shooting down aircraft for us. Funnily enough, the Panzer IVs did a lot better than my Tigers in this game, it seems. Of course, this guy did do the heavy lifting and take out these IS-2 type tanks. Let's see, where is that? And then this guy here. I mean, he put so many rounds downrange, so I'm happy for him. But yeah, generally when you move your battle group, you want to make sure that those King Tigers that you have are well supported with AA and with Recon, and if possible, add a little command unit into the mix to give them the little mini battle groups that you made some more firepower, a little more speed and reaction time. Looking at losses here, there wasn't really much that did damage to me that I should have compensated for, specifically. Looking at what killed the KT here, it was the field battery. And we didn't lose another one. We just lost the one KT. And then this gun took out the enemy, took out my allies KT, and then also my Panzer IV and Stug 3. So overall, definitely an interesting game. I'm sure you guys saw how well this division does on the offensive. And we had a nice little part in the beginning where a little tricky, where you don't have too many units out, at least with this deck, so I could show you how to give a little bit of micro to get the best of those units. I mean, once they ran out of ammo, I probably should have them resupplied, but I just had them stay up there until they essentially just got knocked out. But, I mean, if any of your units, besides artillery, runs completely out of ammo, shooting at something, you know you did a good job with it. You know it was putting rounds down range, you know it was survivable, it was in a good position, or it was working and coordinating well. So I don't think I've ever had a game like that before. We had a strong attack on our flank. The only reason I think we weren't knocked out there was that whoever that guy was, I think Blaze, kept moving his KV-1s on the move, so stopping and firing would let our tanks put in absolute work. That pair of tanks I brought up, as you can saw, did a lot because my ally had KTs up too, and they're all being screened by each other, and it really lets these lighter tanks shine and even take out some really heavy enemy armor, like you saw. Funnily enough, the Panzer IV knocked out the IS-2, for example. Right there, Dinkel. You should get the Iron Cross, first class for sure. Oakley's swords for him. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been another division guide. I hope you guys have a little bit better idea of how to use the 16th Panzer. Definitely how I use it and how you can employ it most effectively. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment on what division you guys want to see next, and I'll be sure to cover that for you. And until then, take it easy. This is Start Assured Gaming signing off.